Yeah, the young people have a whole new language. Okay, lie down as you are. Draw your knees. Oh, and then I lie down and she wants to go out. Okay, draw your knees to your chest. Close your eyes. And feel into your body. Let your knees rest comfortably, whether together or apart. Let your awareness drop into your body. Begin to circle your knees any way that feels right for you right now. This can be a gentle massage for the digestive system. So if you happen to be eating a lot of protein, you might feel really good, a lot of energy, but sometimes it can constipate the bowels. So this is a nice way to keep it moving, get it moving if things are sludgy. Hug your knees in. That was an awfully specific word. And then send the left leg up to the sky. Let's open up the foot, flex and point. Hold a strong flex and circle the leg. The foot raised to the ceiling. Go the other way. Breaking up any adhesions. I mean, we're addressing adhesions inside the hip socket. There are any. Hold the leg in the center and then send it down to root on the floor. Pull the right knee in and begin to circle the knee. Go the other way. Massaging inside this hip. Hold the front of the right shin, pull softly to the right and smooth down with your left hand. Feeling for any sensitivity. Maybe the belly's feeling a bit off. You can massage the belly. Gently sliding the hand toward the right, flying back to the left is a nice way to get in there. Moving lymphatics at the same time. And what we now know is this area produces so much of our feel-good neurotransmitters. I mean, the majority. So when we massage this, are we creating more feel-goodness for our whole self? And yes is the answer. Hold the knee into the middle, shift the hips to the right, reach the right arm out as you twist across. Unhike your right side. You can use your left hand to do that right hip moving down. So that side butt, glute min moving down. But what moves it are these hip flexor muscles or psoas muscles. It's probably a combo of a few. Let your head turn to the left. Try to slide both shoulder blades comfortably onto the back and rest them on the floor. And then begin to circle the right arm and let the head turn to follow the hand. Let the eyes move. In a circle with the hand. And then end with the arm out to the right and look back with your eyes to the most far back corner of your room, keeping your face still. And then look down to the front right corner of the room. Just shift your eyes from each corner, from that back right corner to the front right corner, just those two. And then steady, close your eyes, take a deep breath. Let the exhale leave through the mouth. And then reach through your right arm, roll yourself to the center, and hug your knees in. If it's comfortable, interlace your fingers and allow the knees to move outward toward the crevices of the elbows and rock side to side. Your little container here, you held your knees in. You can guide them closer or farther away from the torso, but they stay equal distance apart. And you're massaging those lower back flanks. And then pause in the center, hold that left shin, send the right leg up, and flex and point your right foot. Hold a nice deep flex, really extending through the heel and circle from the thigh, with the foot facing up to the sky. This feels unusually good. And then go the other way. I did just do a few seconds of band work while I was chatting at the top of the class, and it made a difference because I usually have pain in some of these areas and I don't. And then send the leg all the way to the floor, nice and slowly, and let it pause there. Let yourself really sink. Let that right leg sink into the earth. Just for a moment, really absorb, be aware of the ground and how it holds us. Just be aware of that steady foundation. Grateful for that foundation, that we're really using the floor to rest a lot of muscles that if we were doing this standing, we would have to engage. And notice if you're allowing that, or you kind of are holding holding tighter than you need to, maybe in the shoulders, the neck, the fingers. And then begin to circle that left leg, holding onto the shin still. We're getting that deep belly massage. Here we're getting the descending colon, so the part that sends the poop down. Go the other direction. And then open the knee to the left. And smooth your body with your right hand. One of my big soapboxes as a student, I guess, or just a person of yoga, was that some teachers are not aware or don't seem to care, some sequences, about the direction the poop moves. And I just had to feel like it had to just be their ignorance. And back when I was a younger zealot, I would bring pictures, I would explain it to them after class. And then if they kept doing it, I'd be like, well, they must not understand. So I'd bring anatomy pictures, and I was like, look, this is the direction the poop moves. You can't teach it in that order because you're sending the poop in the wrong way. But they just kept on doing their thing. And bring your knee into the middle, shift your hips over to the left, reach your left arm open and twist across. Now that I have better boundaries, I hope I wouldn't do that. And then turn your head to the left. And then with your right hand, I hope I would just maybe not go, it's just that I like the teacher so much other than that. And then smooth down the side body, unhike your left hip. Maybe it's good for me. I think my growth, I hope, would be that I'd be more accepting of just what is and grateful that someone else is leading. Look out to the left. And then begin to circle the arm down, around, and let the eyes fall. And in this case, we're turning the whole head. We're not keeping the head still as we move. So full circle with the chin is able to lift up and down, the face is moving as we move the eyes as well. They track the hand. And then next time you get out there to the left, stay there. Place the shoulder blades well on the back, they're not. Notice the floor. What muscles can you release here? Look to the back left corner of the room. Then look to the front left corner of the room. And do this a few times. In this variation, we're keeping the face still, working the eye muscles, but so much more than that, this really keys into our nervous system and our motor cortex. They even say, because of that, we're stimulating dopamine, because dopamine is what signals the motor cortex, signals movement. And then close your eyes, take a deep breath. Let the body be heavy. And the spirals of the moving through the spine right now. Just notice them, power of these spirals. Very significant to the building blocks, which are those amino acids of us. And then reach through your left arm, come onto your back body. You can use your feet if your back is sensitive to help you scooch to the back again. Hug your knees. Press them straight up into like a tabletop position on your back and place the hands on the fronts of the legs and push your thighs into your hands. And your hands meet with equal pressure. So you have this isometric moment. And push as hard as you can in both directions, hands to knees, knees to hands. And release. And then we are going to do the sides of the legs. So hands on the outer upper knee and press the knees into the hands and vice versa. And push both as hard as you can. And feel how that activates deep in your tummy. Right? The flexors get involved. Maybe you can tighten the outer butt too. Can you feel those outer gluten? Now mine did not just fire. I had to be aware of them and ask them to. And then hands on the inner knees. And you're pushing out with your fists or hands and in with the legs. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it as hard as you can. And then hold the backs of the legs and push your hamstrings into your hands and vice versa. And you're going to notice that like in some directions, it's harder to get your legs working or your hands, you know, they're outmatched in some way. And then relax. Take your left hand behind your head, push your right elbow into the ground, head is lifted. Right elbow is right at your side. And it's pretty intense. You're pushing that into the floor. Left leg can rest, left foot can go on the ground, out straight or hover in the air. Right knee comes as close as it can to your right chest, your right nipple, and then extend that right leg up or forward. It's up to you. One up is a little easier. So straight out and in, or up and in. Straight out and in is a little more exciting for sure. Now you can bring your left elbow to your knee if you want to, or not. Just focus on in and out and really focus on pushing that right elbow into your waist and into the floor. We'll do 3 more. 2. And you might be getting that twisting action. Woo. And 1, come on down. Pause here, feet wide, knees together, arms down for a moment. Take a deep breath in. Open the mouth. Let's windshield wipe the knees nice and loose. You don't have to do it from the abdominals. Just let the knees fold right and left, flop right and left. Really keeping it organic in the sense that if you don't tighten your midsection, you get more of a spiral. That might be really good. And then center your legs. Bring your left elbow by your waist, right hand behind the head. Right leg foot can be on the floor or leg outstretched, up to you. Left knee comes in, left elbow pushes into the ground, left leg goes out straight. Left knee comes in toward left nipple, left elbow in and down and out. Add the right elbow if you want to add that twisting excitement. Oof. Which is good, again, for getting into those intestines and recruiting different muscles. Or up and down is plenty exciting. Let's do 5. Really concentrate on your left elbow. I'm giving you so much to concentrate on, I know. 3, and a 2, and a 1. Yeah. And then lie down. Knees together, feet wider apart. Take a deep breath in. And then bring your feet in, hip width distance closer to your booty. Center your booty. Relax your arms, your neck, your thighs, your jaw. Tuck your tailbone. Raise your booty up, your seat up. Now grip the floor, your mat with your big toes. Make sure they're active. Big toes turn on the glutes if all is going well. Bring your butt all the way to tap the floor and then up nice and high. Now let's turn the feet out just a little bit. So we're really targeting that V shape. Tush goes to the floor and then really squeeze those butts as you come up. Go down and up. We'll do 7 of these. These are like 1980s butt movements, but you know what? Butts were really cute in the 80s. They knew something back then. 5, 4, 80 summer butt. 3, and a 2, and a stay up here and pulse 5, and 4, and 3, and a 2, and squeeze it on 1, and bring it down. That felt good in a painful way. Come on up, sit up, just roll straight up and sit for a moment. Nice and tall, just pausing here, breathing into your body and centering your mind through the breath. Lower your chin to your chest. Bring your right ear to your right shoulder, chin to the sky, left ear toward left shoulder, chin to the chest. Go the other way around. Can you drop your shoulders more? Keep your shoulders really relaxed. It's not easy. And then center. And let's make our way forward into down dog. Lift them on up. Say good morning to your calves. They may be making their presence known. You can walk your dog out here, which consists of bending one knee and pressing the other heel down. And in this case, see if you can get a bit of a rocking movement. So you're just really letting it sink. Maybe moving your head as well from arm to arm. So there's an organic response all the way through the spine. And then try to keep that rocking motion. It's harder, but as you walk forward, you may feel like you're running out of space. Try anyway. When you reach the top of your mat, bend the knees, pull the heart forward. Lost my students. Exhale, fold forward and drop your head. Widen your feet apart. Bend your knees. Hold your elbows and shake out your head. Nod your head. Shake your head. Knees bent, feet gripped, roll up to stand. Bring your feet together and, oopsie, 1 second. And reach your arms up overhead. Look up. Exhale and swan dive forward. Inhale, lengthen to a flat back. And step back with your left foot. Carefully place your left leg on the ground. Inhale, raise your arms up overhead. Good morning to that hip flexor. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Tip right and left, opening up anything caged in there, any nerves that are slightly trapped in the glute min, in the lower back, they can feel like sciatica sometimes. Left hand comes down, right hand reaches up to the sky as you lift your left knee. Nice twist here. Left shoulder blade strong in the back. Reach that right arm overhead to the front of the room. And then the right hand comes to the floor. Step to plank. Grip here. Grip your fingers. Move the weight toward the fingertips as though you could lift the heels of your hands up and drag your wrists back toward your ankles and your ankles forward toward your wrists. Really feel how that engages, right? Your tummy. You can squeeze your glutes too to just really activate all the core muscles, and then bend your elbows. Point your toes, roll through. Glory be. Up dog. And then back to a down dog. Stretch. Left leg lifts up. Open the hip, bend the knee. Hallelujah. Get that nice opening here. Just find freedom, whatever you want it to look like. You can play with that upper foot. Then look forward and step your left foot up. Our right foot's coming right up to meet it. Step forward. Inhale, lift your heart and bow down. Rise to stand, reach up. Look up and back. And we're going to go right into the next forward fold. Inhale, lift your heart. And right leg steps back, carefully lower knee. Interlace fingers, inhale, up and back. Let your hips come forward for a nice hip opener. Then find more of your midline and rock side to side, freeing up any entrapments here. They may not exist. They do for me. And then bring right hand down, right knee lifts, left arm high, twist open. Reach that left arm over the ear. Turn. Very nice. Left hand comes down, step it back, really strong in your plank. Bend the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, cruise on forward. Exhale, take it back. Down dog. Set yourself up well. Weight toward the front of the hand. If you can, that's going to activate your back. Can you feel how much stronger your back muscles engage more strongly when you bring the weight forward in the hand? Right leg high, bend the knee, open your hip, enjoy. Play with that top foot if you want. Square it up, step on forward. Feet come together, inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Arch back. And we'll bring the hands into the heart. Release the hands down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, look up, step back with your left foot. Now make the knee comfy. We're going to be here a moment. So pat it up if needed. So your right leg is forward. Your left hand is gonna go on your left hip body area. I'm going under my clothes for a better grip. I'm putting my hand right in the hip bone belly convergence, and I'm pulling up. So I want good, this is for the fascia, and it really helps you with your bowels, with pooping. So, and anything that might be stuck. So I'm gripping here with my hands on my left hip flexor and belly, and I'm sinking forward into the stretch. And I'm pulling up a lot with my hands. This is from the Human Garage, guys, and it's powerful. So I'm in the fascia and pulling up on my left hip side with my hands, like a lot. So they're doing the work on this one. And I'm digging in there, feeling any sort of adhered area. Oof. And then bring the hands down, tuck your back toes, step back, plank. You might even notice right away, like I did, my left side feels much better than my right. Bend the elbows, inhale, cruise forward, exhale, take it back. We're gonna lift the right leg this time, bend the knee, open up the hip. Square the hips, look between the hands, step your right foot in the center if you can, as you open to a warrior two. Stand strongly between both feet, which hopefully will align your tailbone straight down like a plumb line, tall spine, spine stacked, right? And then broadcast those arms strongly, right? So that frequency of the heart is able to just broadcast out through the like space. It's huge, the heart field. Okay. Reach forward with the right hand and flip the palm, reverse warrior here. Deeply bending through that right side. Face up or down, your choice. Free up that right hip, right ribs. Yeah. And then right hand, right forearm to the right thigh, or right hand down on the inner leg or floor or block. Left arm high. Now, we worked that left hip in that stretch. Does it feel a little more free here? Mine does. It rotates. So I'm taking a higher version, my hands on the block. So I have more opportunity to open that left hip. What do I mean by that? Externally rotating slightly in that left femur head. Left arm up. And then sweep that left arm over the ear, getting length. When you push down through your left foot more, you get more length or give in the psoas. So push down and reach to that arm. Good. Come back up, warrior two. Strength here. That takes waist management, waist control, those oblique muscles. And then cartwheel your hands down, plank, chaturanga. Upper back's working. Inhale, open up. Exhale, down dog. Lift that left leg, bend the knee, open up, enjoy. And actually, I want to not rush through this. I want to do the adjustment first. So step your left foot forward, lower your right knee. And both of you, just watch the camera for a second. I want you to see how much I'm grabbing the hip. So I'm going under the clothes. I'm taking both hands. I'm on the front. So I'm on where the hip bone is and the tummy. And I'm pulling up on that material there. And then I'm sinking against that. So I pull up first, creating a tautness, and then I sink against it. And then I'm using my hands quite a bit. I'm manipulating the material, the tissue there, up. And as the leg, as gravity presses against that, it allows me to deepen where my fingers are. They go deeper into the body. Yeah, and if you go slowly enough and pay attention enough, you'll be like, oh, I am moving something that's in there. And we're getting into that ileocecal area.
And then as my fingers are now sliding up, probably an inch from where I started, there's something there, some adhesion there. Just really pay attention, practitioner and as the patient, sort of, you're on both sides. Good. Ooh, that's deep. You must have scar tissue right there. It's like a lump. Yowzer. Woo! Okay. And then place your hands down. We'll go back into that down dog stretch. So we're going to step that left leg back and up, open up the hip. Nice. Then look between the hands. Step through to a warrior two position. Left heel intersecting back arch. Open the chest. And for me, I'm like, wow, my right hip is more cooperative than it normally is. Usually it's pitched forward here, and I have trouble really being straight up, and now it feels quite easy. It's funny, like little fascial adjustments are huge. Center your tailbone between the feet, and maybe you can feel more upward lift in that bikini area, that sort of, yeah, those inner groins can go up more. Arms open, heart frequency projected in a big sphere. Reach forward with your left hand, turn the palm, reverse warrior. Big opportunity to stretch the left side here. Picking up that left hip, stretching those ribs and breathing into that lung. Getting that movement is so important, that breath into the space of the lung helps to moisten all the organs. When the lungs are working, they send the nutrients to the organs. Not in Western medicine, that's an Eastern philosophy. And then left hand comes down. I'm gonna go for a higher position than normal, my hand on the block, right arm up, because I really want to enjoy that shift on my right side. I'm gonna push extra through my right foot to get that psoas kind of out of the way so I can lift that right hip toward the right nipple or chest plate. And then right arm over ear. And push through the foot as you reach through the arm. Maybe sink that left side a bit. And then hand comes down. Oh, no, sorry, we stood up from here. Stand back up. I want you to feel that power. Just hold yourself up again. Feeling that contraction in the waist, that corset. While we're here, yeah, let's straighten that left leg. Pivot to the right while we're here. We might as well. Feet are wide apart, facing the long edge of the mat. Take the less preferred interlace position of your fingers, shoulders back, lift the heart. Exhale, melt it all forward. You could switch to a prop if you don't like your hands interlaced, holding a towel or something. Bend the elbows a bit if your hands are interlaced and engage the upper back muscles. Pull the shoulder blades toward each other, the forearms apart, and you get those postural muscles working for you, which is so important. As our life becomes way more forward leaning than it ever has been in our lifetime, got to work against it. Counter it in some way. Tummy in. And let those hands go. Let's take a side bend here. Careful of your knees. Bend the right leg. And as this is so personal, I want you to customize this for you. So play around. I'm still facing the right side of my mat. My right knee is bent. Oh, and I do know I am in the minority here, but the inner groin on the straight leg is where I focus. That's super tight. Spine can be upright. Then we're going to switch over other leg, and please do respect your knees, whatever they need. Knees are needy. I need that right groin to have a little love, so that's where my focus is.
I am in the minority. Most people are tight in the outer leg, but for those of us whose inner groins are tight, it might be a minority, but it's a painful thing nonetheless. And then come back to the center as you pivot forward. So steady yourself, turn to the front of the mat, and we'll step back to a plank. Again, find those really strong muscles, ankles toward wrist, wrist toward ankles, tummy engaged. And chaturanga, upward facing. And stay on your knees, push back to child's pose, whatever version is possible for you. Knees wide is standard here, toes together, but back, arms forward, head down. Breathe into the side flanks of your body, lower back waist. Melting armpits, melting, melting, melting. Scooching forward onto your tummy, send your legs back. Hands form a pillow under your forehead, knees comfortably wide apart as you windshield wipe your feet from right to left. I've talked a lot today, a lot, I don't know, it's me, but with a lot about pooping, digestive, and this also massages the tummy quite well. All of these back poses do. This relaxed one is no exception. And then bring your knees in about hip width distance apart. Bring your arms down, and your hands can rest by your side. Arch your lower back, puffing your booty up, and then press your tailbone, tuck it under, and you'll feel your butt grip. So a few of these pelvic tilts here, letting your lower back arch, tailbone back, tailbone tuck. We want to do the lift from a tucked position. So tailbone tucks, lift your chest and reach in the direction of the feet. Now, there is no need to grab here, especially if you have knee pain. Do not exacerbate that. You can just have your arms reaching and lift your legs. And in many ways, that is harder. And I just want to play around with that. Whether you're holding on or not, we're going to lift just a little, relax down. Keep the tailbone tucked. Lift just a little and relax down. Repeat. Do a few of these, 3 more if you can. And if you're not holding on, it's definitely more engaging in many ways. You're using a lot more muscles, so yay. And then if you are holding on this last one, lift higher. Lift chest, lift legs, up, and let it go. Pillow your hands and windshield wipe your feet. Exciting. And then we're gonna bring the arms down for locust. So we're gonna bring the arms, palms face down, under the body. So you lean to one side and bring your arm like right under the chest. Hand is between the thighs, basically. And then roll to the other side and do the same. Some people like fists here. You can stack the palms or have them next to each other. And then you internally, so turn the right leg in, left leg in. Rotate the legs. Bend the left knee, creating a little scaffold, and lift the right leg up, place it on top of the left foot shelf. Hold it up there. Grip your fingers if you don't have fists and pull the mat, like claw it a little bit. And then unshelf it, bring it down.
Make a little scaffold with your right leg, put the left leg on top of the right shelf, hold it there. Chin is on the floor, at least for me. And then lift the leg, lower it. Windshield wipe the knees a moment, make sure your back is cool. If it isn't, you probably, not necessarily, but may have arched your low back too much, which is happens here. Now, tailbone is tucked a little bit. It's actually kind of there's a sweet spot in between of sort of neutrality. I don't know. We're gonna just lift the right leg without the scaffolding. You could also not have your chin on the floor and just have your kind of mouth on the floor. And then lower that leg, lift the left one, and lower. And in some universes, some of you can lift both legs up, which is an amazing glute lift. Awesome, you guys. Good job. I couldn't see you until I just looked. And then, good. And then come on out of that and bring your hands forward and windshield wipe your legs. You may feel kind of like you have to just take a second. You may actually have to go to the bathroom. Pretty much everything we've done is for getting things moving. So if they are moving, that would be great. That would be very natural and healthy. All right. Now from here, we're going to push up and we're going to carefully approach a little bit of hip work. So we're going to take a 90-90 with whatever protection you need, whatever props you need. So my right shin is forward, flush, parallel to the front of the mat, and my left shin is parallel to the long edge of the mat, forming this 90-degree thingamajig. Now, I saw someone call this practicing to get the comforter from my wife. So it's like you reach to the right and you pull the comforter over your body. So you reach to the right and pull to the left, pulling it. I also, side note, heard, like it's a trend now for couples to sleep in different rooms. And I heard different couples talking about it. And someone said that they just have 2 comforters. And I was like, oh, that's smart. They don't have this fight. Total comforter. But you may not want to do it too hard because these are muscles that you may not have practiced. You might be not a comforter puller. So these might be kind of new to you in some way. We'll do 3 more. 2 and 3. And now take your hands back and just stretch this nice front line. So just give it a second, that front line of the left leg. Now we're going to push down through that left knee a lot, glue it to the floor, and with your mind, I guess, try to lift your inner left ankle off the floor. I am cramping in some place. I think it's my iliacus. But so my left inner knee's down. I'm trying to lift my, somehow, I know some people can do it easily, that inner left foot. Mine's not, nope, I can't do it at all. It's kind of moving like a fish on a boat, unhappily. All right, and then let that rest. And then push down through your inner left ankle. And this is not as hard. Obviously, that left knee is going to pop up probably, but push down through that inner left ankle and lift that inner left knee. Don't go too high. There. And then lower it, come on a diagonal in line with that right knee. And we're just going to take the stretch. Reach that left arm on that line, on that right knee is diagonal. So you have a diagonal from your left hip to your left middle finger. Tummy in, come on up. And then just so you don't have to do this if your knees are going to bug out, just so you can feel it, if you have a comparison, because have done a lot of pigeons in your life, straighten your left leg if you wanted to see how deep, after just a few seconds of that, really like a minute, how deeply you can go into pigeon from there if you set it up with that 90-90 first wild. And then let's hop over to the other side. So left shin forward, in line with the front edge. Right shin in line with the long edge on the right side. And you do want left shin and right thigh parallel to one another. And then hands go back. You could be on fists or forearms if this hurts your hands, starting to hurt your hands. Just enjoy the stretch here. By that, I mean my tailbone is tucked and I'm getting just a little emphasis down the front line of the right leg. And then we're going to deepen that, push that left knee down, inner right knee, sorry about that, inner right knee down, and lift your, I'm already cramping, that right inner, I can do it on the side, but inner right ankle up. So it's the back leg, pushing down through that inner back knee, try to lift that inner back ankle. And then relax that and push the inner ankle down, lift the inner knee, and please don't go too high here. Just getting that isometric contraction. And interestingly enough, this isometric work makes the body feel really safe. It calms the nervous system. And then it allows us greater flexibility. Twist to your left, reach on a diagonal out through that right arm. The diagonal is right hip. Right, yeah, and then right hand. And then if you want to just feel it, give yourself a moment in centered pigeon here, half pigeon. Oh. And it's just kind of a delight to experience it. Nice, guys. And then lift your head, come on up, swing that back leg forward. And I'm excited because I can feel my hamstring muscles, which is always fun for me. Grab your block if you have one. We're going to take this into an inversion. Legs can go up the wall. You can take a supported shoulder stand, which is called Viparita Karani. You could take supported bridge. For shoulder stand, when I can, I take ponytails out because I don't want anything compromising my neck. That was my mouth sputtering words, I don't know. But you can move toward shoulder stand if you want to. Or supported with your block. Gazes, toes, inner ankles, trying to find alignment here. Stillness, be as still as you can. And quiet the mind.
depending which version you took, if you're supported, come down to supported bridge. If you are not supported, take plow. And then both, whatever you took, remove the prop. There's one there, and everyone make your way down onto your back. For fish pose, it's kind of similar to what we did on our tummy, but different. Hands come under the body again, arms come under the body, this time under the back. They come in and in, palms rest on the floor, stacked or sort of stacked, and then lift the chest way up and very softly place the crown of the head on the floor. And we're here, we have endocrines lined up. I mean, I guess they're always lined up, but something about it that stimulates them. Kind of reminds me of that parade of planets that we had last night. Like we have hypothalamus, pineal, hypothalamus, pituitary, right? So those get just a little ping here in a really nice way. And then we have thyroid and thymus, and all of those, and parathyroid, all of those get a sweet, sweet little massage here. And then the heart, which turns out is an endocrine organ, turns out, so the heart on display here. This is like the ruby, this is like the biggest ruby on display, just the glory of the body here. Beautiful. Pancreas, often considered an endocrine, is an endocrine. That's more to the side. So it's really these top ones that get a lot of love here. Though I feel this even in my adrenals, you can feel those in the back. They get compressed, a little massage for them, and even the ovaries. Pretty cool. Push down through your elbows, carefully place the head down properly as you lengthen back out, roll off your arms, and then without much ado, lay yourself into like a fallen angel, snow angel position with your arms down a few inches from your side, your legs open, shoulder blades on the back. Roll your limbs in and out. And it may take a moment for your body to feel acclimated to acclimate here. We've done some very strategic stretches to open the hips and free the bowels in a good way, liberate the bowels, get them moving. Body just needs a moment. The brain needs a moment to recognize itself. It's like, oh, who's this? What's this? Shift. And one of the ways the brain surveys stuff is through breathing. So when we take a slow breath, it's like the scouts of the brain get a better look. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale it out. Take a deep breath in. Keep going. And exhale. One more time. Let the surveyors get a good look. Inhale. And hold. I also did a lot to get neurotransmitters and hormones stirring, moving through the body. Let all of this soak in. Get as quiet as you can to upload this new software. a deep breath in. And exhale. Nice big breath. Inhale. Exhale. Stretch your legs. Reach your arms back. Inhale. As you exhale, span your arms out to the side and just imagine if there's any attachments, any energetic attachments that don't belong to you, you're just sweeping them away. Just they've released during this practice and you're just cleaning your field, just sweeping off anything you were attached to that isn't yours, isn't serving you. Clean your field with your hands, brush it out. Little brooms on your fingertips, cleaning it out. And then you're going to roll to your right side in your nice, clean auric field. And breathe into this field. Your gratitude, your health, your dreams. Push down into your hands and climb up into a seat. Finding your way to a tall, strong seat in your nice, clean physical house, your energetic house. Reach your arms up to the sky. Praying your palms, glide them to your heart. And when our field is clean, our heart song is projected out more cleanly, more powerfully. One Om, inhale. Om. Bringing your thumbs to your forehead, slide them on in. There's like a little indentation. It may not, it's probably not there, but I feel it. It's like a little invitation as you press into this space. It's cozy, bringing the heart information to the third eye. We breathe in, we bow humbly, honoring this incredible temple of the body. This practice, which is so helpful for the body, mind, spirit, to weave themselves together into a powerful force. Thank you, community. Thank you guys for showing up. Sit up tall. And I hope you have a blessed, blessed day. Enjoy all these planets in alignment. And we have Jupiter and Gemini, which is just huge expanse. So please enjoy it. And see you guys soon. Love you. Bye.